My name is Regina Armenta. I learned how to stilt walk about 10 years ago. I went to a women's festival and they had a workshop on stilt walking, and it took me about 3 days to get up and be able to actually walk on stilts. I started performing about 10 years ago as a stilt walker, and that just snowballed into trying and sort of becoming a jack of all trades, not really mastering anything, but being able to teach beginners and perform neighborhood or community circus shows. When I moved to Philadelphia, I moved into a neighborhood called Kensington. I had never seen that much litter on the street. I literally walked down the street. If it was at all breezy, you would easily get your legs wrapped in litter. I walked my dog around a hospital called the Temple Episcopal Hospital, and I noticed a lot of syringes. So I bought a sharps container. I literally picked up 60 needles in a 2-day walk. Felt like there was a need to connect with my community. I needed to understand what was going on, what had already been done, what needed to be done. I would call that a needs assessment. So I went seeking out my neighborhood association. And what I found was that in a very small triangle, which was Lehigh, Kensington, and Front Street, there were 4 different neighborhood associations around this triangle, but none of them wanted to include this triangle of about 5 blocks. The first thing I wanted to do was pick up some of the trash and see if I could gather some of the community to get involved. You know, the trash isn't going away. And how do I relate to the trash as a circus artist? And I thought, well, we probably could have fun picking up trash and make the trash pickup something that brings us together as a community. Not necessarily to end it, but to just create a proprietorship in our neighborhood, in our home. I brought circus to the neighborhood simply by going out into the front part of our house, stilting up and stilting around the neighborhood, picking up trash. Eventually the children did ask, like, what are you doing? I asked them, I'm stilt walking. Would you like to learn how to stilt walk? And so it was very improv. We didn't have like a class time or a schedule. I would just see a kid out and I would say, do you want to learn how to stilt walk? And they would say yes. And so I would drag out my scaffolding and my board for them to sit on, and I would take out a couple wrestling mats and I would put a tarp under the wrestling mats. We typically set up on the Temple Episcopal Hospital sidewalks because there was a wrought iron fence that they could hold themselves up with. And I taught them how to fall, and then I stilted them up and put them up against the fence and taught them how to walk. Eventually I taught them how to spot each other. We practiced spotting, we practiced walking, and we practiced falling. You're really in your most vulnerable and raw state of mind when you are doing something that you've never done before, that evokes a little bit of fear and excitement. You just get to a more authentic place. I believe that circus arts can do a lot of different things for people. Stilt walking, anything that you do physically to grow a different part of yourself. For example, stilt walking can grow confidence. Growing confidence can be translated to other parts of your life. I didn't plan it, honestly, it just came to me. They came to my door, they wanted to learn, and as as a life teacher, a lifer, a lifer teacher, I love to teach. I love to share my knowledge. So whoever wants to learn and is willing to take classes, I will teach. It just happens to be kids that want to learn in the Kensington Triangle.